It is Monday, and that means hot off the shelf, fresh from the bakery shelves, is Xander in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Have you been to sleep last night?
I did.
What time did you go to bed?
2-ish.
Oh, that's not bad for you. It's really early.
Yeah.
That's super late for
2-ish.
me. I was asleep, I think, at 10:44.
It's because you're a dad.
I am a dad indeed. Are you sleeping all right in the heat, Xander? Is it all right?
Yeah. No, like, I've got the same problem as you. My air
Really?
conditioning's in the other room.
I took to sleeping in the other room the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, like just
How
in
was
the
that?
living room.
Did that work out?
It was all right, but then I got too cold. I think I'm very fussy.
Yeah, you got to be careful. You could get a cold that way.
Exactly, yeah. Eyesight, well, good.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Still doing the eye drops?
Yeah, I've got to do that for like a month.
And then your eyes will adjust and you don't need to do that at all. And then you're just normal after that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good now, to be honest.
Yeah.
They said it will only improve a little bit more than what it is now. So it should even out about like 1.5.
That's amazing, isn't it? You should be a pilot now. I think pilots need good eyesight,
I
right?
think they need 2.0, I think.
Oh, really?
Or I like fighter pilots do.
All right. I don't want you to shoot down other planes. You could just be a commercial pilot, settle at that. Do you have a good weekend, Xander? Anything special?
We met some subscribers and Korean learners, and we were going through our Korean lesson time, like checking and making sure it was easily understood from an English speaker's point of view and stuff.
You're launching your Korean language learning app thing. When is that happening again? Is it in the autumn?
Maybe. It really depends, because like we had to change a lot of stuff yesterday, like the order of things, which is really good because we wouldn't have thought of that if we hadn't have presented it to some people who are actually learning Korean and stuff. So we'll bring out some first, and then we'll just go, slowly through the topics, I think.
I've just found your YouTube channel. I never noticed his profile photo. Was this here last week as well, Xander? Is it not changed?
It's been like that since the channel's been up. Yeah.
It looks like, from the 80s, pop stars kind of in their music videos. I love it.
Dramatic.
Yeah,
dramatic
really
lighting.
Dramatic. Like, what's that guy's name? That never gonna give you
Rick Astley?
Yeah,
That's nothing like Rick Astley.
No, you
That's
don't
nothing
look
like Rick Astley.
Just what I'd imagine would be on his CD or something, or Queen maybe. Yeah. So eating ice creams live on Arirang Radio. That's the link to get to Xander's YouTube channel. There we've got Vanessa, Amy, the petty traveller. Why are you a petty traveller?
Brandy.
Please do explain, Brandy. Oda's up there as well. And we're going to be talking about ice creams. I've just previewed it there. Are you a fan?
Of course. This is one of my guilty pleasures that I buy all the time when I'm not meant to. But
Seriously?
this is what I love about being an adult, okay? Is that I can buy whatever I want because I'm the adult now. I choose when to eat.
That's true.
I choose when I can eat chocolate. I choose when I can eat ice cream.
You don't have to eat dinner first.
Exactly. I can do it the other way around if I want.
Do you not still keep the rules that you learned as a little child then? Do you break all those rules?
Didn't learn any rules, mate. I'm a rule breaker.
I can do what I want.
Do what I want.
This might have been subconscious, but I forgot to ask you about today's hashtag, which is 결혼 or marriage. What are your thoughts on that, Xander?
I always had this plan that I'd get married or be married by 32.
Okay, how old are we?
30 now.
All right, you still got
I will be
couple
30
of
in
years.
November. Yeah, but the plan was to try and meet that person I was going to marry like 2 to 4 years before, because you got to make sure.
I agree. So you still got time. Like
still
4
got
months.
time. But now that I'm at this age now, and I know what's possible, and I've met all these other people like who are like older than me, and they're like, yeah, don't get married yet.
Oh, are they the people who are married telling you that?
No, they're not married, and they're like, don't get married yet. Just hold out. It's great. Just wait.
Yeah. I think that guys especially seem to have the upper hand. In Korea, I see a lot of single ladies who are in their mid-30s to 40s who are fantastic, wonderful ladies.
I love all the women.
Yeah, you love them all.
That's kind of my preference, dude.
Well, then marriage maybe is not for you. Let's just stay single for a while longer. Maybe 42. Push it back 10 years.
But that seems so odd, because I don't want to be an old dad. That's the problem. So I want to have kids, but I don't want to be too far with an age gap that I cannot either relate to them.
Yeah, or play like...
Yeah, or
really
like go out drinking with them.
them.
I don't want to be like 50 and they're 18, you know what I mean? But that's already going to happen.
Oh dear.
That's already would happen. If I had kids now, But the time they're legal drinking age, I would already be 50.
Seriously?
I'll be 48.
Yeah.
I'll be 48.
All right, well, get your skates on then.
That's the thing. So if I wait another 10 years, I'll be 60, and then I'll be dead within 2 years. It's guaranteed.
It's the 100th generation at the moment, Xander.
That's only for women.
Oh, really?
Do you not hear about that? The life expectancy for Korean women is now the highest in the world.
I've heard that it was getting that way.
Like 2040 or something. They'll be the longest living like age category or gender category with age in the world, apparently.
Are we far behind as men
we're
in
so
Korea?
bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty depressing. I
It
don't
is.
want to talk about that anymore. Thank you for your insight into marriage there, Xander.
Thank you.
Any advice for Xander, please do send it in. Some useful advice, not like Vanessa, who says Xander's clock is ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock.
If you have any like proposals,
as
if you're
well.
a very rich Nuna, then
It has to be a
please
Nuna?
contact me,
Can't be
DM me on
a
Instagram.
Dongsaeng? Can't be someone
I
younger?
mean, if she's still rich, I mean, the
It
money.
doesn't matter then.
Yeah.
It's the money that Xander's about, right?
I want a mature Dongsaeng.
Lovely, Jabbly. Let's get on to ice creams then, Xander. You said it's your guilty pleasure.
Pleasure.
How about compared to the UK? Do you prefer Korean ice creams in the selection here?
I find that there's more here.
Yes, absolutely right.
And there's more other, like, just strange things that we wouldn't get in the UK. Like, our ones, if you think about it, we have, like, Calippos.
Yes, which they kind of have similar ones in that kind of format here.
Exactly, we have them here.
In the little tubes that you push.
We got the cornetos.
Yep, the cone ones. They've got a lot of cone ones here as well now, but not the same at all.
They have loads more, but they don't have them like cornetos.
No, there is nothing quite like them. Although there were a few of those brands in Korea for a little while. I haven't seen them recently.
No.
Maybe they flopped a bit.
Yeah, and then we got like the Magnum-y ones, which is like a big ice cream with wrapped in chocolate usually on a stick.
Which is delicious as well.
And then you got all like the cool Asian ones, like the Songpyeons or whatever, or like what are they called? Mochis.
Oh, mochis, the rice cake filled with like ice cream.
Yeah,
they're so delicious,
great.
aren't they? They are amazing,
especially the green tea ones. I love them.
Well, let's get started because we got so many to do today.
Yes.
We heard you were a fan from some of your subscribers on our page. And so why don't we start off with this one just because it's closest to me.
Yeah.
What's this one called, Xander?
Melona.
Melon. So it's a melon-flavoured ice bar.
Yes.
Let's have a little look. Are you a fan of this one? Have you had it before?
I have. And I believe there was a trend a while ago. I'll show you the packet here. Oh, packet, lovely. There was a trend, wasn't there? You had to dip it into beer.
Really? This in beer?
I'm pretty sure that it was that one.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I have had melon beer actually fairly recently, but not with this.
I'm pretty sure it was like maybe 2015.
Wow.
And it was like, hey, just shove it in the beer.
Amazing. I've never heard that. There, you can have the bar itself.
Oh, thank you.
I've cut off a piece. This is one of my favourites of my son, actually. It smells so good. It smells like melon, right?
Yeah.
Like a fresh melon.
But not that, we're not talking like subac melon, like the watermelon.
No.
We're talking about the green melon.
The sweet melon. I think some people call it like a honeydew melon or something like that. I'm going to pop this in my mouth.
Okay, thank you for telling me. Thanks for telling me that.
It's delicious. It's a bit cold. I didn't think about how big the piece was.
Because your mouth's really hot.
I don't like melon that much.
Oh, no. Then why did you eat it?
No, but I like this.
Oh, okay.
A lot.
Because it's artificial.
It's not real.
Yeah, it's not like real melon. But it's good enough.
It's not gooey or anything like that. I've gotten more into melon through eating artificial ones. And did you see, like, they came out with a load of melon snacks, like melon caramel there was?
No,
and you know the chocolate sticks that you give on November 11th? Yes.
Yeah. The chocolate sticks.
They had the melon-covered ones.
Hey.
And they are good as well, like really delicious. Absolutely. They came over from Japan, but delicious. So that tastes really melony, really sweet.
I think that's one of the ingenuities, I guess, of Korea is that they'll put flavors in anything.
Yeah, and it'll make it work somehow, right?
Honey butter. Whatever.
Who would have thought that would have been good? You don't need to eat the whole thing, Xander, because surely you'll be full after a while.
I'll get a sugar high.
Okay, this one is Indomie bar.
Oh.
Have you tried this one before?
No, I don't even know what that flavor is, but I did go to a cafe recently where that was a flavor of a latte.
Oh,
and it was made by someone in BTS.
Oh,
I can't remember the name.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe some people will know. But...
Indomie is what they sprinkle on the top of some rice cakes.
Oh, that powdery stuff.
It's brown powder, yeah. I don't know exactly how to describe that very well.
Okay.
It's kind of, I think it's made from beans, I think. It's
like a red
kind of
flour or something?
bean powder. And they also have it on patbingsu. You know, the shaved ice.
Yes.
So they can sprinkle a bit of powder as well as the condensed milk, and that can taste pretty good. So in this bar, there is, I think, duck inside. Chapsal duck.
Yeah.
Do you
know? Not duck, guys. Duck. If you don't know what that is, it's not a duck flavored or duck in like.
No
duck
quack
ice cream.
here,
No
right?
quacking.
It is the rice cake, but the really chewy kind of rice cake.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
And I think it's covered in the it's chocolate coating. It says here, and then inside I think there's.
Oh, it definitely tastes like it.
Yeah.
Oh, it really tastes like that. Is a very good representation of what it tastes like.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy the traditional snack, but you prefer it in a very high sugary format, buy this.
And you can see in there is the duck, the rice cake. There for our YouTube listeners later on as well.
It pulls away.
Xander's one. It's got the duck inside, so the chew rice cake. And you might think that's weird with ice cream on the outside, but try it all together. It's quite an interesting texture.
It is.
Not bad at all, right?
That is actually pretty good. Like it's the traditional taste, but in a modern format.
It's kind of like what you mentioned earlier, the mochi, but like inside out.
Look at that, it's floating away.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that a cool little shot? This is really delicious. And so unique, I think. You're not going to find rice cakes and ice creams in the West.
That's the thing, is I would never buy this one. Just because looking at it, I'd be like, nah. But now I know the taste. I might. I may just get nostalgic and be like, hey, throw me one of them.
If you want to feel a bit more traditional,
yeah.
then you try this injolmi. Oh, I love that. That is so delicious. And it's got that kind of chocolate on the outside. But it's not really chocolate. It's just kind of some sugar coating, isn't it?
Kind of more caramelly, if anything.
And this one is the traditional one. Since 1975, it says on here. Have you ever tried this?
No. Again, those are the things I avoid.
I've never had this.
So you know that American chocolate brand? They
Yeah.
got like at least 2 different types of ice creams here.
At least,
and I go for the cornetto style and the cone.
Oh, really? Like
that's like my go-to one.
Okay. This kind of looks like chocolate from that brand, but it's not, is it? What is in here?
This is red bean with ice
actual
cream.
beans. Look. If you didn't know, you'd think that was chocolate chip.
I would think that would be like a
It's
chocolate
not.
with choc chips.
Here you
Do you want to go the other way around?
No, it's all right. I'll just have this little piece. I'm not a massive fan of red bean. So this is frozen red bean bar with red beans.
Do you like red bean now?
I'm not a massive
Is that
fan.
why you didn't want it?
Especially just by itself, right? This looks like all red bean, right?
You know what we could do?
Right, well, mix it with that one.
If we
Have
put
a
these
pad
2
bingsu.
together, we have a pat bingsu.
That would be a good idea, because I like this by itself. Just beans,
But I'm
isn't
going to
it?
combine them.
Ugh. That's not nice, yeah. Unless you're a fan of red bean.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to enjoy
red
that.
Bean.
Let's take a song break so I can maybe spit this out. We're going to play MC Mong's Ice Cream. We're back for part 2 of Hot Off the Shelf with Xander in the studio. We're talking about ice creams today. We were reminiscing about some ones from the UK. You remember having the rocket lollies?
Oh, yeah.
That's proper from my youth as well. So it's different colours, right?
Yeah.
From the top, the middle and the bottom.
Like red, orange, and then yellow.
I think my ones that I had, they started to change colour in the later years, but when I was young, it was purple on the top. Yeah, it was a purple tip. And then you ate that layer, and then inside would be the bottom colour as well.
Yeah.
And then inside would be the red, and that would be delicious.
What were the ones that were multi-coloured? Are they the fruit pastel ones?
Fruit pastels, that was when I was much older. Like,
Yeah.
Not when I was younger. They were delicious.
They were so good.
They tasted amazing, right? So vivid, the flavours.
Mm.
So many messages coming in on Facebook, on YouTube. We'll try and get to as many as we can. Aaron says, this is perfect for what's on the shelf on a hot summer day. I absolutely love it, Xander, bringing in the ice creams. Amy J says, what a breakfast for you guys.
Good point.
Only
That
when
is
you're an
breakfast.
adult you can do this.
Yeah,
right?
I can do that.
Have
yeah.
you ever had actually ice cream for breakfast apart from today?
That was the first thing I ate yesterday. as well.
Seriously?
I got to the meeting room and I had an ice cream.
Nice. Does the settle the stomach after a weekend out, perhaps?
I can't drink. It's in
Oh,
my eyes,
really?
yeah.
Oh, seriously?
Not for a whole month.
You're not allowed to drink because
So
of
you're
the
not like
eyes?
I look slimmer.
Oh, I see. Less
I lost a
beers.
bit of weight.
There you go.
I guess.
You got some messages as well, Xander?
Yeah. New call or new messenger. Siska from Indonesia. Morning, Xander. Happy Monday. Thank you very much. Do I feel a bit unwell? Do I sound unwell? I think I should be fine.
Yeah,
I think I'm
Xander
okay.
sounds fine here.
I can't give Xander any advice about marriage. His clock is ticking. Mine is almost even stopped, I think. Already tired of ticking. Oh, that's a shame.
It's all right,
Don't
sister.
think like that.
Age is just a number.
Oh my god, ice cream.
Yay.
I love it, but not in the morning. Can't agree with that. Among all the ice creams in the picture, it seems she's tried at least 5 of them.
Wow, in Korea.
And she loves fruit-flavored ice creams the most.
Kim Chae-young on the YouTube feed from We Fancy says, making me really want some ice cream. These next ones are shareable ones. So if you come to the studio in like 5 minutes, we can give them to you. Amy J says, rice cake ice cream seems interesting and tasted delicious. And Oda was saying, for the bean one, Bibi Big, which is a traditional one, you'd be so disappointed when you found out it wasn't chocolate. I agree. We didn't get to talk enough about that one. You didn't like the red bean either? Are you not a fan?
No, I like it in like some of the traditional like
Snacks,
things. Yeah,
like the fish
like,
bread.
Yeah,
but
when you go for like what's it called, the papungsu stuff, like I tend to go for other flavors rather than the traditional ones.
Yeah, they didn't
like
even used to be.
I don't want
other
pat
flavors.
things, so I want more like, you know,
the
nokcha,
caramel
ice
one
cream
or something.
one.
Yeah, the strawberry or mango.
Oh, mango is so good. Mango
so
is the
good.
best.
There's one luxury hotel that does it here, and it's 60,000 won for a pub bingsu.
So when you taking me out?
Maybe we'll go with the whole team and we'll all chip in like 5,000 won or something. And Vanessa says, I like sweet red beans in warmer pastries and foods rather than cold treats.
Okay.
I've gotten used to it with pub bingsu now, especially if you've got enough condensed milk. Then it tastes kind of sweet, and then it's not really about the beans.
Overpower it with the sugary milk flavor.
Absolutely, that's what they do in snacks, isn't it? Tu Kwai from me says, what corn ice cream? But corn is supposed to be savoury. That's what we're getting onto in just a second. Annie from Singapore says, I've only tried the melon flavour ice bar. I'm interested in the injeolmi tong tong, and I'm curious about the taste. Well, the injeolmi, I think, was one of the winners of that first round.
For an unusual flavour that I probably wouldn't buy, that actually tasted pretty good.
Yeah. Why don't we try this? Because before this one melts, we're going to have to do this. So,
sang. So,
sang, I think, means pear, right?
Yeah, double. Like sang shiot or whatever, double S.
Yeah, that's right.
So double bar.
And sang dungi means twins in Korea. Because you get 2 of them.
Speaking of marriage.
Yeah. Speaking of marriage, indeed.
Speaking of marriage.
So this one.
That is a very cool design.
Oh, isn't it nice?
That's a real nice date one. If you can't afford anything and you have like maybe a chon and a half, like you can get this and share it.
Yeah, another point is these are all very cheap ice creams in Korea. You get deals on them as well. If you buy 2 or 3, they'll give you a discount from the convenience stores.
Do you reckon there's a game like, you know, with turkey wishbones where
I think so.
Where whoever gets the biggest side
gets their wish.
Or has to pay.
Has to pay for the ice cream. Okay, here we go. These are all ice creams.
I won.
Yeah, yours is slightly bigger. I think the flavour is pretty basic. This is not bean, I'm hoping.
It looks like a chocolate one.
It better be chocolate.
The wrapper says to me luxury chocolate.
It does, doesn't it?
Because it's brown and gold.
But then when you pull it out, it doesn't look like luxury chocolate. It just looks like chocolate, doesn't it? Then it's downgraded. 1979 is when this first came out. Let's give it a try.
Let's see how the texture of chocolate.
I don't think this bar is from 1979 exactly. Because it would be
they made them all in one go.
It's not luxury chocolate.
It tastes like a cheap hot chocolate powder, which hasn't really dissolved properly in the drink.
That has been frozen.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's from experience.
It's not amazing. I can imagine. Yeah, it's not great chocolate, is it? But it's not bad. And I think many people eat this because it's so easy to share.
And so cheap.
Yeah. And because it's cheap and you can get 2 for the price of 1.
But this is the standard kind of chocolate flavour for the cheap ice creams.
Yeah.
They all taste
around
like
the world,
they all
right?
taste like this. Or at least in Korea they all taste like this.
No, it's not bad. I could deal with this.
Yeah. Not
For
the worst.
kids as well. But it is just literally ice cream. It's a bit boring, I suppose, apart from the pulling away of the sticks, right? Let's
Right.
put that away for next time.
Next time.
We're going to have
I
part
doubt
2
you're
one
going
day.
to. Yeah, part 2.
This is a classic which has been in Korea for years and years. It doesn't say when it was established on here, unhelpfully. But this is another sharer because here in the middle, would you like to open that middle bit?
That's cool. So they've got like the 1 and the 2 2s. So this is a bit like a kimbap, like a samgap kimbap.
Yeah, so you peel off the paper. It's a paper wrapping here. It's called Toi Sanyang, which means like heat hunter. Well, you're hunting the heat.
Peter.
And then you snap it in two there, where you've just done that. Look at that.
I ruined it.
You've given me a tiny little bit in here. But it's okay, because I've got number 2 to peel.
I was wondering what flavour it was, and it says on the side.
What is it?
Coffee. It's coffee flavour.
You were saying from the packaging, it's got the sports athlete on there.
I was hoping for a nice tangy orange,
like an energy drink from the UK, which is super famous. But no, it's coffee. So for me, it doesn't suit the packaging at all. It's really
and
weird.
The name just doesn't make any sense to me.
Heat Hunter.
Nah.
Eat it though.
Eat it.
And then tell me what you think.
Put it in your mouth.
This is I love coffee flavour. Like coffee flavour ice cream is my favourite. This is like an ice coffee, so it's a bit more icy.
Ooh.
Not bad, right?
That's not bad at all. That is like a bag of coffee frozen.
Exactly. The bags of coffee that they sell here, just freeze it, put it in a bar, and it's brilliant to share as well. I love it.
Nice little latte.
And I'm going to pop that back in there because I want to get to the corn before we finish this section because we've got even more to do in part 3. Okay,
so the strangest thing.
How cool is
that?
This?
That is so weird.
It looks like corn.
It looks like a head of corn.
I think
is that what you would call it?
A head of broccoli. Oh, there is a name, isn't there? I don't think it's
I know,
head.
like corn on a cob, but like as it is,
a cob of corn. No?
I know these are ears.
The actual little.
So bits. I guess it's head.
Head of corn. Let's call it head.
What?
Smell it. How corny does that smell?
It smells like the
proper corn.
Corn bread, the corn tea.
So it's got the wafer on the outside, and then look at that in there. It's got the chocolate covered.
Oh my.
And then it's got vanilla ice cream and bits of corn. Can you see that bit of corn there inside?
Oh my. It's a surprise, everybody.
Yay. And then you just bite into it like an ice cream sandwich.
Do you know what else has corn in it in a Korea, by the way?
What else can you find corn in? Corn soup? No.
It's not meant to have corn in
it. Chocolate?
No. Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
What?
Pizza?
I don't mind that at all. Is that not a thing in the UK?
No,
do they
not
have corn on pizza?
If you found sweet corn in your tomato sauce or in the the tomato base,
I didn't know that.
You'd be like, no, take this back.
Because corn and cheese goes well together, don't you think?
Yeah, but not with tomato on it. Not when it's in the tomato bit and then the cheese on top. That's just so odd.
Back to this. How does the chocolate ice cream corn taste?
Fantastic. Which
is
really
bad,
odd. But I actually do like this flavour.
Really?
As much as I just said about corn and pizza, that's just a standard thing,
Yeah. Oh, I like this as well. It is corn flavour, but with vanilla
the corn
ice cream.
is a bit odd.
Yeah, when you get it, because it's a bit dry, isn't it?
I expected the corn to be like rock solid, but it's more like chewy.
Yeah. It's like it's
real
been freeze-frozen. It is real corn. Anyway, if you want this as well, get to the studio in 5 minutes and we can give you our leftovers. We'll be back in part 3 with some more ice creams. This is Kim Tae-woo featuring Ali with Cool or Shone. We're back for part 3, hot off the shelf with Xander, and we are cool off the shelf this week with our ice creams from Korea. Excuse the terrible wordplay. We got a couple of messages to read out from Facebook. Aaron says, to me personally, the corn one just sounds weird with ice cream. Does it really taste like corn? What would you say?
It tastes like the corn taste of that you get in Korea, but it's not like nice buttered corn on the cob.
Yeah, like the kind of artificial, you get it in corn soup here, which used to be a traditional thing at like salad and Western restaurants. It's like that artificial corn flavour, but it's not a bad combo with vanilla
It actually
ice
does,
cream,
it
right?
works.
Yeah, with the wafers on the outside.
Yeah, and a little bit of chocolate.
Not
That's
bad
quite
at
nice,
all,
isn't it?
right?
We got our Instagram sharing thing, I guess, from Seika88_GT. In Guatemala, it's common to see these ice cream carts on some neighborhoods or in some neighborhoods.
Wow.
The ones in the first picture are ice cream ones, which are cheap. The one in the second picture are a little more expensive, and they sell a wide variety of ice cream. I personally like the ones in the second picture.
Oh, I'm looking at the second picture here.
That looks like an off-roader.
It looks a little bit like those things we were talking about a few weeks back. You know, the
women.
yogurt hajimas, yeah. The ladies who push around the yogurt carts. Although they're even more high-tech than these ones, Seika.
Exactly. They just stand on.
Yeah, they can drive them like proper little carts. I wonder if you need a license for those, by the way. Back to our website messages. Thomas from Nebraska says, this state that I live in is known for corn and soybeans. The whole edible part is called the ear of corn, and the outside of it is the husk.
Thank you for correcting me on that.
Brilliant biology. Is there such thing as a head of corn, Thomas? Or what do you call one of those things? The whole thing, I wonder. There must be a name for that.
A head,
right?
though.
A head of corn.
I don't know, but that sounds wrong, but I swear it's something like that.
Yeah, we've just got mixed up with broccoli, maybe. We've got another message from Inyin.
Ancient Moon. I've been wanting to eat gelato all my life, but it's too expensive in my home country, so treated myself daily when I visited Italy. Where would you come from, which is more expensive than Italy?
That's true.
That's very... It's still cheaper after converting currencies. That is very interesting.
Seriously? Is it that expensive? Wait, Inyin's from Malaysia. Is ice cream that expensive in Malaysia? Or maybe proper gelato?
Maybe.
That's what you're talking about, Inyin, right? Autumn Shaddick said, I told you I would do it, love.
Thank you, Autumn.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about in that.
I don't know.
Thank you. Lots of hearts going out to you. And then we've got some other messages here saying, you scream, I scream, we all
give me that ice cream.
Oh, isn't that a nice rhyme?
Would have been awesome if you'd read that out
earlier. Or later.
Now.
I see. Okay. What are we going to do next?
All right, let's go real easy. This one. I love this kind of design. It's super cool because they do this with loads of different brands. But this one is a milkshake.
It's basically a milkshake, this one as well, isn't it? It's a milk flavour, I think.
It's just a very milky milkshake, and it's really, really cool because you can reseal this and refreeze it if you don't want to finish the whole thing.
And it's so good for kids. You know how messy they get with the stick ones? We're going to share this somehow.
There you go, shove it in your mouth.
Squirt it in. Did they have these packs in the UK?
No,
I've never seen them.
I've never seen them, but if you have, please tell us. If you have seen them,
it's such a good way to serve ice cream.
It's awesome
because you can shut it, and then you can wait till it's all melted and it's just a drink.
Yeah.
So here it's coming out.
Wow. That's really, really nice. And they were saying, what shouldn't we say?
Milky.
You go and do that.
Really milky. That flavour is quite popular in Korea. Just milk, right? When I first came, I thought it was really plain. Because it's not vanilla, is it? But it's delicious.
Oh.
I think that's kind of the condensed milk flavour, where it's sweet milk,
it's really, really good.
And the name of the brand is Soleim, or the name of the product itself, which means like your heart is fluttering. I don't know why your heart would flutter when you eat.
Because it makes my heart flutter.
Because it's that delicious.
It's so good. I definitely recommend these. Go and have these. These are great. I'm now sponsored by this company. Moving on.
How about this one? Because this is like what you talked about first in the UK. Calippo? I was going to call it Calypso. It's Calippo,
I think they were moving called Calypsos, and I'm just... But then they may have changed the name to Calippo.
I think it's Calippo, right? I'm pretty sure.
Let's get fact-checked, please. Google it, please, people.
Isn't Calypso like some kind of music, some kind of reggae music that they get?
I thought it was some kind of like Aztec kind of like Mayan society, but...
It's something.
Yeah.
But the thing
this is a...
Palapo.
Palapo.
I don't think it has any meaning, but this is the green apple flavour. The original was grape, and it's a purple one. But do you know the cool thing about this is the lid? Look at the lid. It's also got the bit where you can just take it off normally, like this, right? Like a Calippo. But it's fantastic because usually it takes ages for it to melt enough for you to squeeze it out, right? So then you can just do bingo bango.
Look at that. That is fantastic.
And then the ice is there for you to enjoy.
And I did have the great one 2 days ago.
Really?
And I only figured that out after I ate it.
Ate the whole thing. Oh dear.
It's great.
It's
you go ahead.
Brilliant, innovative packaging. And then all the juice melts down and you can drink it at the bottom. I love doing that.
I'm so quick at eating it that it doesn't
melt.
It's still ice.
Do you know what's different with the Calippo to this one? Is they've got like kind of chunks of ice in here. You know, the Calippo one is like kind of smooth ice all the way through.
And the Calippo like packaging gets all really weird and mushy.
Wet, and you're like eating paper at the end. That's not so nice.
But this is way more better.
I'll take a bite from this side.
See, this is people criticize us on We Fancy because they're like, we buy one burger and we share it, but we bite from either side, so we don't have to we don't get our lips touching like all like mushy bread. But people are like, why don't you just bite from the same side?
Oh, really?
Or why don't you just buy two burgers? It's like, we're not made of money.
Is nobody happy?
Yeah, it's like, what are we gonna do?
You can't win. That's a very fresh kind of apple taste. But can you hear what I'm saying about the chunks of ice? Like, you can see one on the edge there. You see, it's not green. There's just chunks of plain ice inside. I thought that's kind of a rip-off. Like, you're conning me.
Where's my flavour?
Exactly. But it helps keep it, I think, really cool. And the texture difference is kind of fun when you're crunching on it. Yeah. You've got the hard ice as well as the kind of softer stuff in there.
It tastes just like the green alcohol shots.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had those in ages.
Why is my thing stopped?
Well, your YouTuber's frozen. I think the messages are still coming in. We'll have to just describe it audially. Oh, wow. I never knew this. This is called bonta. I think da means to open something, but it looks like it has two ends. How cool is that? What's going on there? I'm confused now. What are we meant to do?
What?
Usually on some of them, they just flip right off, right? But this one doesn't seem that way.
Does it say that at the other end? Oh, no, it says don't open the other end.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, break off the part and open it with the other side. No?
Wait,
pull the ring top off?
Pull the ring.
Yeah, okay, so just use the ring pot and then just do it sideways.
Oh, there you go. Bonk da. That's the
There you
feeling.
go.
And then some people eat this end.
Sorry, guys, we'll try and fix the YouTube stream in a second. Oh, it's back.
That's nice.
Sorry, guys, it looks like this.
It's called bonk da brother here. In English it says. I don't know why it's added a brother there.
And it's meant to be a soda flavour, right?
Yeah, soda. That's what it says in there. And it tastes like soda. That's really good. And this kind of plastic packaging is really common in Korea as well. And it's
I think
nice and icy.
Oh, that is a very interesting flavour.
Last one before we move on, because we have to show you this. This is in like a water balloon. How crazy is the packaging? And what you're meant to do is snip this bit off, and then the chocolate just itself squeezes out. I'm not sure. Let me try it. I'll
Do you
bite
have
it.
scissors? Oh, you're gonna. He's going for it.
No, I can't do that. We're going to need scissors or a knife. Here's a knife.
That's what the knife was for.
There you go. And let's not have any cuts, please, Peter.
He's cut his artery.
Can you do the knife and I'll hold it like this, Xander? Don't kill me.
Okay.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's what happened. How great. It's like champagne.
And then I nearly dragged the knife across your hand. That would have been
Look
bad.
at that. It just comes out by itself. How crazy is that?
It's like those things in the sand.
Oh, yeah,
those little things that bury
sand
things. And, yeah, that's how they bury themselves. Yeah.
And then you see them. I'm not going to make you eat this. And it tastes exactly like that sang we just ate earlier, actually.
Yeah.
Delicious. But how weird is that, right, as a water balloon?
I mean, in terms of like throwawayable packaging, that's quite useful. But in terms of reusableness
and attractiveness,
yeah,
it's lacking a little bit.
It's forcing you to eat at a constant rate.
I can't take a break.
Otherwise, it's gone.
I'm going to need to put this in the bin soon. Thank you so much for coming in, Xander. It's been helter-skelter today, and we'll see you next Monday.
Ta-ra.
Time for some red velvet. This is ice cream cake.